So I will be talking about post-COVID syndromes. Generally, people are bothered why, in spite of getting COVID infection, we are going to have symptoms for a longer time, and what is the reason for that? Even if the virus is not alive in the body, why we are still having symptoms? Generally, they say the virus will not be alive for more than 20 days in a serious patient, and in a milder symptomatic patients, it will be up to 14 days. But still, some patients continue to have the symptoms for next 3 months or so. So this is something called as the post-COVID syndrome. That is, you are having symptoms after the COVID infection. And you term this whenever the symptoms is persisting for more than 3 months from the onset of infection. So this post-COVID syndrome, the reason for this is the virus which attacks the body. It causes something called as an immune response and causes inflammation in the system, and that is responsible for the entire events from henceforth. So how does it present? So generally it can present as a milder variant and severe symptoms as well. Milder symptoms are usually the patients will have fatigue, they can present with dizziness, they can also have memory disturbances, sleep disturbances, and a lot of patients can have depression as well. So this is some sort of milder symptoms, but some subset of patients, they can have moderate or severe kind of symptoms, like they can have chest pain, they can also have shortness of breath, they can have higher heart rate, faster heart rate. It's also called as orthostatic tachycardia, which is seen nowadays with the post-COVID recovered patients. They can also have a lot of anxiety disorders as well. These sort of patients has to be carefully segregated and followed up. Other than these, they can also have something called as GI disturbances. They can have diarrhea, they can have disturbances in eating disturbances, they can have constipation, all those sort of disturbances. Next, the most drastic or disastrous complication will be formation of clots in different areas of the body, because as we know, COVID causes a lot of clotting system abnormalities, also called as a procoagulate state or prothrombotic state. If a clot is formed in the heart, they can have a heart attack. If a clot is formed in the brain, they can have a stroke. Or if the clot is formed somewhere else in the body, it can form in the legs, or it can form, the clots can happen in major vessels of the body called as pulmonary arteries. It is very disastrous complication called as pulmonary embolism, which can also eventually lead to a sudden death. So these are all complications which needs to be carefully monitored. And how do we avoid these complications, or what are the precautions to be taken? So usually 2 to 2.5% of the COVID affected population will have these post-COVID syndromes. Generally, middle-aged men, they are the ones who are most commonly affected with post-COVID syndrome compared to the elderly. So these sort of patients has to be targeted because they are the working group of population, and if they develop a complication, then their livelihood as well as their workforce will be lesser. So that's the reason these patients have to be constantly or strictly followed up post-COVID, and identify the risk early and refer them to a post-COVID clinic so that we can avoid the major complications. Medical treatment will also happen. Simultaneously, the most important aspect is a psychological rehabilitation, which is very important. That also needs to be tackled. This is about the post-COVID syndrome, and the awareness of post-COVID syndrome and the post-COVID recovery clinics are not so profound. It has to be more and more. The referrals of these patients also should be more frequent so that we can avoid more disastrous complications. Already COVID has caused a lot of havoc and a lot of problems in the country. At least let us be more proactive and refer them early to a clinic and help everybody.